Hi everyone. Scrolling through YouTube, I came across this. Judge reins in freeloader ex girlfriend for staying in his $500,000 home rent free. She's not happy. Let's check it out.
She is not on the deed. She
You
says
haven't
she's on the
paid the
deed, but she
mortgage,
is not.
ma'am, for 10 months? Great country. You mean you thought he was just going to leave the house like
Hot
that?
guy.
Wait one
Then
second.
hot guy.
Wait,
I know who got the
Mark,
stuff for the
Mark,
house.
the
He's
judge said to
lying.
wait. What did I do with Bobby Bell and Tamika?
I'm here.
Here.
What'd you guys do now? You told me you listened to and understood the rights, right?
I do.
And how much how much do you think is owed, Mr. Bell?
Now I got a new statement from Citizens last week. They said mortgage is $35,028.90. Plus, I got a shutoff from DTE for $2,556.51, which that total is $37,585.41.
How much were you renting this house to her for, sir?
Excuse me. I didn't hear your question.
How much were you renting the house for? 3,200.
I was nothing. She's just supposed to be assuming the mortgage, taking care of the mortgage, and making sure she paid the mortgage every month while she was there. I was making no money, no profit off of it, or nothing like that.
Were you
We used to
two,
be in a relationship. We used to live.
slow down. Were you two in a relationship?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And who's in the house is in your name, right?
First off, she's a problem. She wasn't asked a question. The judge is talking to him. Why did she open up her mouth and say, yes? You're in a court of law. Shut up and speak only when spoken to. Just because this is on Zoom or whatever doesn't mean you get to act like whatever the hell you want to act like.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
And somehow
And
you,
I am on a deed.
Again, the judge is talking to him and she's opening up her mouth. It's not her turn yet. So already, if she's aggravating me by doing this, what is she doing to the judge? Shut up and wait. Just wait. This is a court, not a free for all.
She is not.
you were what?
She is not on the deed. She says she's on the deed, but she is not.
I am on the deed.
And either way, that doesn't still make any payments, being paid.
You haven't paid the mortgage, ma'am, for 10 months?
Oh,
So let me explain. If I can explain, please. So the house was in bankruptcy, and then the house went from bankruptcy. It was in bankruptcy for almost 2 years, and then it went from bankruptcy to a modification. From a modification.
She was asked a question. She's got to give a whole story. Why do women have to try to confuse the situation?
Application to a forbearance. Once again, when it was about to come out of forbearance, then we found the buyer for the house. After we got the payoff to sell the house to the buyer, we found out we were upside down in the house. So now Bobby wants me to go back and pay what he would have gotten if we weren't upside down in the house. We never had a
What does upside down in the house mean? Because if that's not a legal term, again, she's in the wrong. You can't put slang in here. I don't care the judge is white and she's black. I wouldn't care if they were both black, both white. You cannot use slang. But let's see if it's an actual saying. Let's see. Upside down in the house typically means that a homeowner owns more on their mortgage than the current market value of their home. A situation also known as negative equity for an Underwater mortgage. Okay, so it's not slang. But I looked it up and that's what it is. How did she think she was just going to get to live there rent free? And he's just supposed to pay. And she's an ex.
Agreement to pay, never had a lease or anything. Yes, I've been in the house. We neither one of us couldn't afford the house. So when the house was in bankruptcy court, um,
He needs to stop interrupting too. And the judge should have shut her up in the first place so he could get his stuff out. Then she'd have a chance to rebut, to refute, whatever the word is, refute. She would have a chance to say, well, when he said this, that's not true. After she puts out what he asked, all the judge asked her was, has she been paying the mortgage? And instead of saying yes or no, she wants to make her ex look like a liar. Women have a screw loose even when they're in court.
and went into the modification. While the modification was going on, we honestly thought that it was going to go into foreclosure.
Hang on a second. Slow down.
It's a mess. It's a mess. Yeah.
And
Why
it's
did you leave? Wait a minute. Why did you leave the house, sir?
because we just didn't work as a couple, you know. We wasn't
I
working.
know, but you own the house and you left the house. And you're telling me she agreed to pay the mortgage while she was living in the house?
She had agreed to pay the mortgage, and she has agreed to leave the house for it's been almost 2 years. She's supposed
Did you agree to pay the mortgage, ma'am?
I did not agree to pay the mortgage,
What
but
did you agree to pay?
what did I agree to pay? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. What a great.
So a guy is just going to let you live in his $500,000 home that he cannot live in. Wherever he lives, he's got to pay some kind of rent, utilities, and whatever. And you just want him to pay for your ass to stay cushy in his house.
Great country. You mean you thought he was just going to leave the house, let you stay there for free?
Absolutely not. The house was going into
Ma'am,
foreclosure.
I want you to listen.
The house was going into foreclosure. So why didn't you leave? It's already been stated 10 months. Why didn't you move out? It was going into foreclosure, which means the bank would take possession of the house. You'd be out on your ass. So why didn't you even try to move? Were you gonna pull squatters' rights? I hate squatters' rights. Squatters should not have rights. You have people who just walk into a house because it's empty and say, it's mine, take me to court. Then while the house is sitting there and the landlord or the owner has to pay money on the house, you're in there, they can't sell it, and any damage you do, they're gonna have to pay for. I think squatters should just be thrown in jail because you are, in essence, stealing a home. And a home is not like a $5 thing. That's grand theft. Prison. What about my kids? You weren't thinking that when you did this shit.
Stop.
All right.
Stop. Are you telling me, how long ago did you leave the house, Mr. Bell?
It's been over a year, probably a year.
All right, slow down. That's all I wanted to know. You're telling me you left the house, no agreement, and just you can live here until?
No, it was a verbal agreement that she would take care of the mortgage until she was able to leave that house and find herself.
And that's a problem because verbal agreements don't stand up in court unless both parties in the agreement admit there was an agreement. She's not about to admit shit. Now, it's quite possible she said, yeah, I'll pay the mortgage since I'm living here, and then did nothing. It's quite possible he just assumed she would. But again, with a verbal agreement in court, if both parties don't admit that there was an agreement, there's no way to uphold it. Just isn't. It's he said, she said. And in this case, literally,
So we've had sales for the house a couple of times, and she won't leave the house.
Hang on a
Then
second,
I
guys.
got it.
Wait one
Then
second.
I
Hey,
am the one who got
Ms.
the
Marks,
sales for the
Marks,
house.
the
He's
judge said to
lying.
wait,
Can I please speak?
wait.
Okay.
The judge
this is unbelievable that judges have to do this. In court, a lawyer could tap their client gently in order to get them to shut up. Now they're both doing the shit? Do you just want the judge to throw the case out of court? And both of yous are no better off than when you started?
said to wait. That means you don't say anything. Well, I can't say that this isn't something that I've seen happen before. I mean, this is what happens. People think they can commingle, live in different houses together. One owns, one doesn't own. One rents, the other doesn't rent. And now you guys got yourselves in a big pickle.
Mhm.
I mean,
Shut up! Don't even go, Shut up. Neither one of you are supposed to be talking right now. Don't interrupt the judge. Because, well, this bitch is too busy going, and that dumb fuck is too busy shaking his head, rubbing his head, looking all around. They're not going to hear what the judge is saying. And then they're going to pull, no, the judge never said that. Shut the fuck up and listen, both of yous.
doesn't seem right. You just can't imagine living in a house that has a $3,500 mortgage payment for free. I mean, this would be a great country. Maybe they'll let me live in their houses in Hollywood for free. I don't know what to tell you two. Don't interrupt me. I think you both better get some lawyers in here that know what they're doing. I'm adjourning this 2 weeks. You guys get some lawyers. That's what you need to do. This is an expensive asset you're talking about. You don't want to lose everything, Mr. Bell. I don't know what the status is. I don't want to know right now. But you gotta, how much is that house worth?
It's work. They did appraisal, and they saying like right at 500 now. But she got it so upside down. I had to pay. I would have to pay to sell the house.
I have it upside down.
Hang on a second. Hang on a
Your Honor,
second.
can I please say something?
No, bitch. The judge asked him a question. And motherfucker, all you were supposed to do is say $500,000. It's like all they want to do is argue and have the judge say who's right or wrong. They are both in the wrong. Now, if the guy threw her out on her ass, she would have called the cops that black women are so afraid of, and say he bet the shit out of her. You can't see it because my skin's so dark. He did this to her, he did that to her. He would have gone to jail or prison and she'd still be in the house. Can I say something? No, bitch. He fucking said no one interrupts, and all she's doing is trying to interrupt everything. This is what people do, even with the cop cam videos. They do shit, okay? They do shit in order to confuse the cops, and then when they're in court, say the cop didn't tell me nothing. Well, it's on body cam. He tried to, but you wouldn't shut the fuck up. Well, that's because the cops were doing this. Even though There are times it happens, and a lot of times they're just sitting in the car. The cop hasn't touched them, he's just trying to talk. Shut up, bitch.
Ma'am. I'm not gonna be here to referee this right now. I'm not gonna let you guys squabble across the cameras here, telling one why the other one got it upside down, or he did, or you did, or anybody else did. I'm adjourning this to June the 16th at what time, Jen? And you're gonna
10
come
a.m.
at 10 a.m. and you're gonna come back with some lawyers. And then we're gonna set it for trial. Okay? I mean, you guys are both hurting each other at this point, as far as I can tell.
Yep.
But I don't know all the details, but I'm sure I'm certainly not going to resolve them now. But when
Yeah,
you take-
tell him why you couldn't go to I had to get a restraining order.
You see, this is what she does. I had to get a restraining order. You are, in essence, stealing the man's home. So, of course, he's gonna bother you to get the fuck out. You've had how long to get out? He says 2 years, but for 10 months you haven't paid shit. And the judge is telling you both, shut the fuck up, go away, come back with lawyers. Because neither one of you know what you're doing. She just wants to make the guy look bad for kicking her out. Bitch, you look like a money grubbing whore. Now sit there, shut up, take the judge's advice. Because I don't know what state they're in, but what if the judge has the ability? What if he does to just say, you know what, bitch, you kept opening your mouth, you didn't listen to me. I'm awarding the case to him, and you have 30 days to vacate the premises. Any damages, but I don't know if any judge has the right to do that. But all she wants to do is play on sympathies. You can't do that. Shut up. Take the judge's advice. Get a lawyer. I don't care what people look up online. When a judge tells you get a lawyer, he's not doing it to make himself money. He gets paid whether you do or not. So, bitch, close your fucking mouth and get a lawyer. I don't think she wants to pay for a lawyer. She just wants a free ride. But this is really important. You're not even talking about $2,000-$3,000. You're talking about a $500,000 home.
Was abusing me.
And
It's a lot of stuff. A
All
lot.
right, hang on.
If you check the records, I called the police here so many times.
That has nothing to do with this, bitch. That has nothing to do with this. This is a financial situation. You're not going to be able to play your poor me, pity me game. I don't care if this guy put you in a fucking coma. It's not this judge's job to judge that stuff. That's not what he's here for. It doesn't matter what restraining orders you got, real or phony, baloney, bullshit, made up stories. It doesn't matter. You need to just shut up and listen to the judge right now. And he didn't say to you, get out. He said, get a lawyer because you don't know what you're dealing with right now. She just wants the judge to feel sorry for her or think she's so pretty. Oh, I know the judge wants to fuck me. That's all she wants. And for him to let her get away with her shit and keep the home. Well, what if the judge says, you know what? She's in the right. So the guy has to pay this $37,000 total bill. But after the guy pays this bill, starting at the first of next month, she has to pay. And if she doesn't, the marshals will be there to throw her out on her dead hair on her head. And I don't care, nobody likes me saying that. She can afford wigs and weaves. but she can't pay the bill to make sure she has a roof over her fucking head? And at least if she was paying the mortgage, it might have gone in her favor.
Ma'am, that's the first I've heard of it.
Yeah,
don't-
because you wouldn't let me
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah, 'cause you wouldn't let me talk. Bitch. This is about a house, not what he's put you through. And you're yelling at the judge? Keep yelling at the judge. Keep going. All he said, he didn't say you lost the case. Are you that much of an ignorant buffoon? He didn't say you lost the case. He said you need to get a lawyer, and so does your ex, 'cause yous are both in over your heads.
Ma'am,
Okay,
you need to get a lawyer.
yeah.
Did you charge, was he charged with anything ever?
No, because they could never catch him here. He
Ah,
wasn't.
Slow down.
No,
You said that you had restraining orders on him.
yeah.
Did you get PPOs or were these?
I got a P-
Hang
I-
on, I didn't think I was done talking yet. Did you?
You see? She doesn't want the judge to talk. She wants the judge to listen and just side with her. Honest to God, do women nowadays not have a shut off button when it comes to their mouths? She shouldn't have brought this stuff up. Once he said get a lawyer, user in over your heads, she should have shut up, went away, and got a lawyer.
Oh, I didn't know.
Talking yet?
No.
Would you please stop interrupting me?
Okay.
And she still couldn't shut up. She could have just shut up and shook her head.
Did you have charges that you filed against him where he was the defendant in a domestic violence charge?
No, I
You
just
said,
asked.
hang on. You said you
Just answer yes or no, bitch, because all you're going to do is confuse shit.
had a restraining order. Did you go down to Detroit and get a PPO against him?
Yes.
All right. Is that PPO still in effect?
No.
Does that PPO have anything at all to do with the fact that you guys got yourselves in a deep issue here with regard to the loss of this property, whether it's Mr. Bell's owned otherwise or you own some or don't own some? Do you guys realize does that have anything at all to do with this?
She either doesn't understand the question or she's just gonna try going off on a rant.
No. Can I say this, Your Honor?
Why are you
Can-
bringing up issues that have nothing to do with the fact that this house is apparently underwater and he thinks that you owe him $35,000?
The reason why I'm bringing it is to establish that he's doing this to be vindictive. That's
You cannot use the court systems for this reason. That bill has to be paid. It's in his name. You're in the house. Pay the bill or get the fuck out. I don't want to hear this. Well, where am I supposed to go? Bitch, women nowadays suck dicks to get into houses. They can suck dick to get into another house. This is someplace you can't be right now. But again, the judge did not say get out. He said get a lawyer. Oh, I just want to prove how vindictive he is. It's his house. He's got to pay all the bills there, not be able to live there, and you get to live there rent-free. And somehow women today will think, well, that's good. No, it's not good.
Might be, and I'm going to hear all that at trial, ma'am. I'm not foreclosing you from arguing anything. I think that this
yes,
is.
he's doing it to be vindictive.
Why are you in?
Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You are not talking to your ex right now. You are talking to a judge.
Why are you interrupting me again? Please. He might be. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he
He
isn't.
is.
Ah,
And now she's going to pull the tears. Yes, yes. This judge cannot take your emotions into consideration. He's just got to go by the facts and the facts only. And the facts are right now, both of you dumb motherfuckers are in over your head. This is a $500,000 property. And I guarantee you, if this guy is able to sell the property, this bitch is gonna want a profit.
stop. I'm adjourning this to June 16th.
Look at him. Happy. He made me cry. I'm telling
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What'd she just say? Who made her fucking cry?
you.
I'm adjourning this to June 16th.
Look at him. Happy. He made me cry. I'm telling you.
Bitch, he didn't make you cry. You're crying because you're frustrated that you can't use any of your shit in this case right now. Now, while that stuff may have happened, what goes on in this step of this process, that's not going to have any effect on it unless you follow the proper way to do it and it has a direct bearing on this case. And you can say all you want it does, but the judge is the one who's employed to do this. People think you look up something online and you know more than the judge does. And this guy didn't just make you cry, neither did the judge. You and your lack of knowledge of what has to go on at this point in the process is frustrating you that you can't get your words out and badmouth him. That's what's making you cry. 'Cause you can't take the fuck over.
I'm not happy that you keep interrupting
He
me.
is.
I'm not happy that you keep interrupting me.
Your Honor, I'll just leave. I'll just leave. I
Wait.
don't have to.
Slow.
Bitch, you leave? I hope he gets the marshals and kicks you the fuck out. Shut up and listen to the judge and take his advice. He's the only advice he gave the guy was shut up and get a lawyer, and the guy is shutting up. The woman thinks she cries. I don't even know if they're real tears. But she needs to shut up, come back at the next court date with a lawyer.
Or anything. I'll just leave. I don't want to drag this out and have this man in my life anymore.
If you don't want to drag this out and you don't want this guy in your life anymore, get the fuck out of his house. No, bitches today think they deserve to be compensated for the time they wasted on a guy. Bitch, you chose him, probably because of the home. You thought he had money and he was just gonna take care of you and you get to do whatever the fuck you want. That's not how life works. And that's also not how these court proceedings work. There's a procedure the judge and all the court workers have to follow. They're not gonna be like that bitch in the Carmelo Anthony trial and just do whatever the fuck she wants and gets away with it. He is going to follow the letter of the law, the contracts, the paperwork, the money. You being black, you being a woman, you crying, ain't going to do shit.
All right, slow down.
Leave.
All I'm telling you is I'm encouraging both of you to get lawyers and maybe you can actually work together so people don't.
We're not going to be able to. He's crazy.
You won't shut the fuck up, bitch. And if he's so crazy, get the fuck out of his house and go somewhere where he can't find you. but you're still staying in his home, which he has a legal right to be in his home. What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? You want him out of your life? Get out of his home. Well, where am I supposed to go? Well, like I said, you probably sucked his dick to get in. You can suck somebody else's dick to get in somewhere else. Look, bottom line is, it's not your home. It's his. He wants it back. And you're threatening to leave the proceedings and you don't think that'll go against you? What do you think you're going to do? Sue the judge? Because you don't know how to keep your mouth shut? Let him end this proceeding and then you go get a lawyer and prepare for the next one? No.
And he's sitting here pretending like he's not. And I know it may seem like that I am because I'm interrupting you, but I have been through a lot.
He's shutting up. He's following the judge's orders. You just want to rant, rave, and cry. And that's what most women do today, and guys let them get away with it. We need to go back to the days where a guy can smack an hysterical woman in the face. I am so sick and tired of this shit. You don't know what I've been through with this guy. The judge doesn't care. It's not his place to care. His job is to deal with the facts for this proceeding. And all you're doing is just talking and interrupting and justifying yourself for interrupting. Shut up and listen. It's aggravating her that he's just sitting there shutting up and going, oh God, here she goes again. But he's not saying anything. Should he be moving around like that? No, but at this point, she's doing worse than he is. Shut up, get a lawyer, come back on the 16th like the judge is telling you to do. But he doesn't want to hear your sob story, so he's in the wrong. This isn't divorce court where this would play into whatever's going on. He can only deal with the laws and the monetary facts right now. He even told you that other stuff will come at trial. But you need to get a lawyer because you're both in the wrong. She won't shut the fuck up.
When it comes to this man in this house, I dumped my money into this house just like he did.
All right, then maybe you guys should figure something out. I'm telling you.
And where's your proof, bitch? What, because you pay the lights and the gas? You're using the lights and the gas. Who's paying the water bill? In homes, you have to pay for water. Are you paying the water bill? So what, you think that's enough? The man could either be living in the home, moving on with his life, having a family, which is not with you, or he could sell it and still just go on with his life, and you can go on with your life and you don't have to deal with him anymore. You are in his house, so if he's harassing you, he's telling you, get the fuck out.
I'm telling you both, you should be here in person June the 16th. I'm telling you, you should come with some lawyers and then we'll figure out, they can figure things out. June 16th at 10. If you don't want to, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm going to hear you out. You guys come here with lawyers, we're going to set a trial date or they can resolve it. But I think you need some representation, both of you right now. If you're in
Yes.
danger of losing a house worth $500,000, I don't want to know how much debt you have in it, what your mortgage is or anything else. Just come here June 16th at 10. If it's not resolved that day, I'm setting it for trial. But
Shut
you're going to
up,
have to prove,
bitch.
sir, that she agreed to pay that. If that's what it is. You got some obstacles here, both of you. I'm just telling you both, I think you'd be
Stick your hand up your ass, pound your finger up it, and go on OnlyFans. Shut up, bitch. He's giving you sound advice, sound legal advice. And all you want to do is play the victim, say what you've survived, and make your ex look bad. Stop raising your hand. Let the judge end this and start looking for a lawyer. What? Your bougie little ass don't want to pay for a lawyer? Well, then, if he gets a lawyer, he's going to wind up winning the case because you don't know what you're doing. That's the bottom line, you stupid bitch. Neither one of you know what to do. You came into court thinking your word is bond and you can just say what you want. That's not how it works. Now yous both have to show up in court, and I know your fucking little ass doesn't want to, but now you have to get a lawyer. The lawyer has to tell you what paperwork you need to get and do and get to them so they can represent you in court because they're going to know what they're doing. Then you come back on the 16th, which, by the way, June 16th is today. I don't know what year this video was done, but today is June 16th. Ask the lawyer if you would. She didn't even press charges really or whatever. She didn't follow through with shit. Well, if that's even taken into consideration, the fact that you didn't follow through with it is going to make it seem like you were fucking around. But go get a lawyer and come back on the 16th. That's all you can do right now. No, you want to blame the judge for not listening to you. And then what? You're going to have other bitches in the comment section going, "You go, girl." Well, that's going to make her think she's in the right and she's not going to go get a fucking lawyer. She needs to get a lawyer. Go to the lawyer's office and try to just at first give the basic gist of the case. Not all this extra shit. No matter how serious this extra shit is, give the lawyer the basic facts first and then add in other stuff. And yes, you probably will be paying the lawyer by the hour, but you want to throw in all this other bullshit and cry and whatever, the lawyer ain't going to care. Because even if you sit there and cry for 3 fucking hours, you're going to get a bill for those 3 fucking hours, and they're going to get paid. You can't just go by your word. You need someone to represent you who honestly knows what they're doing, and not your friend or your new boyfriend who's been in jail 16 fucking times for whatever crime that has nothing to do with this. You need a lawyer that deals with this stuff.
be better off with a lawyer on June 16th. And then I can set it for trial. You raised your hand, ma'am. Do you have anything else?
I do. I want to ask, if I can just leave and not have to come back to court. I don't,
Then get out of his fucking house and pay him the money you owe him for living there for 10 months rent free. That's how you get out of this.
Lady's a scam artist, Your Honor.
Motherfucker, you shut up too. I think he said something about she's scamming. She probably is. But you're not helping your case by opening your mouth right now, you dumb motherfucker. Shut up.
What's that?
I put all those names on the thing because she uses several names. I've been to the police or made a report, and they know who she is and how she does because just like she doing this crime scene now, she'll do some stuff. She spit on me, did all kind of stuff, and then call the police and act like I'm doing stuff to her.
That's why you need a lawyer. A lawyer could sift through all that stuff and get the main stuff out. Neither one of you are helping yourselves.
Partner, he is lying.
All
He
right.
is lying.
Okay,
Get these dictionaries
Sir,
and file the
sir.
report
He
so they
is
would know.
lying.
sir,
For
ma'am,
He's lying.
ma'am.
Yeah.
He's
lying.
claiming that you owe him money and he's asking me to evict you. So in answer to your question, if you choose to vacate this case, as far as I'm concerned, he didn't pay for a money judgment. This will be a moot point. He's not suing for a money judgment right now. So you can go consult with a lawyer. I'm not going to give you advice. I strongly think you should consult with a lawyer. I'll see everybody
The
here June
volume went out. I
16th.
can't
Hang on. At 10 o'clock.
Again, what the fuck? People don't know how to shut up? He said, get a lawyer. Let the lawyer help you with whatever you need help with. Then you come back into court with the fucking lawyer. Neither one of these two assholes can comprehend that. Maybe these two need to go back to school, start with kindergarten class, and work their way up. And have it be like the old Catholic school shit. When you didn't shut the fuck up, they take a ruler to your fucking knuckles. Unbelievable.
It'll be in person, okay, please? In person, all right? We'll see you guys then, June the 16th at 10 o'clock in person. Thank you very much. All right, now, is that it? Do I have Pittaways versus Pittaway here?
Your Honor, I did want to let you know on 25-01822, the appearance did come in.
All right, let me get that one out.
The case is over. Why is he still there? Or is the case not over with and she just abruptly left? What's going on?
All right, Sonia Regis versus LaVille.
He just called another case. Bobby Bell, get your ass off the fucking screen. And then people wonder why court cases don't go their way. Unbelievable. On to the next video.